Good morning, gang. Happy Tuesday. Well, we got the round two of stupidity in the world. Gee, I wonder what side of the aisle that would come from. First, I want to start this off with all those of you that live in Portland, Oregon. And I know there's a few of you, okay, or at least live in Oregon. Ted Wheeler has got to be in the top 10 for dumbest people alive. And I mean, that list would include Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Ilhan Omar, Gretchen Whitmer, I don't know, AOC, Adam Schiff, yeah, okay. Did y'all catch this? Now, I know I mentioned the other day, the Texas heartbeat law that went into effect. Okay. Ted Wheeler, who's the mayor of Portland, has decided that they are going to, and this is going to go up for vote with city council on Wednesday, that they're going to vote against nothing from Texas is allowed to be purchased from, nothing that's made in Texas is allowed to be purchased by anybody in Portland. Okay, Texas products are going to be banned in Portland, Oregon. This is their objection to the heartbeat bill. Okay, of course, they're also going to ban city employee business travel to the state of Texas. Big freaking deal. Who cares? But if you live in Portland, okay, this is what you got to look forward to. This is how insane this guy is. All right. Anybody got an idea where most of the oil refineries are in the United States? Texas. Okay. Some in Louisiana, but gee, I don't know. You want gasoline in Portland? Okay. Guess what? You can't have any more. Okay. But here's some other ones. All right. And they're just kind of silly stuff, but stuff that's basically only made in Texas. That's done here. You like Snickers? You like Skittles? You like Starburst? Sorry, guess what? That's all made in Texas. I guess if you live in Portland, you can't satisfy your sweet tooth anymore. Okay. Pace picante sauce. Sorry, made in Texas. Guess what? Ain't going to Portland anymore. Okay. Not that anybody's going to worry about Stetson cowboy hats. I can't see all the skinny jeans soy boys wearing cowboy hat, but can't do that. And again, it is Portland, so Mossberg shotguns. Sorry, can't buy those in Portland. But not like anybody can in Portland anyway. Your straw and your spitball in it is a deadly weapon as far as they're concerned. This is the one I love most. Most governments, most city governments, all of them use computers of some sort. Most of them use Apple products, right? Guess what's made in Texas? The Apple Mac Pro. Guess what computers Portland uses? Guess who's not getting any more computers? Gee, okay. I don't know. Again, we're talking about the divide in this country. Sure. Hey, you know what? You want beef? Oh, I don't know. Hope you get it from Brazil because you ain't getting it from Texas anymore. It's just the stupidity is insane, but it's not limited to the United States. Oh, of course not. All right. Australia, that former penal colony that is, of course, now becoming a penal colony again. I don't know if y'all saw yesterday. They are now building a quarantine center right near an airport. So as they marketed this thing, you can literally get off the airplane and in 3 minutes be in your quarantine room. And there's videos of a guy sitting there waiting for them to bring him his food. It's like, oh, look, I get fruit and I get basically it's a prison. Okay, but you get to sit out on a porch because you can't talk to anybody else. But where it gets really silly, okay, the Australian health chief, I guess the equivalent of our Surgeon General, or God forbid, Fauci, okay, came out on Monday, I'm sorry, the holiday always messes me up, and said people are going to have to get used to endless booster vaccines. That's COVID, as she put it, COVID is never going away. Now, we all know what's going on in Australia. They've got some of the strictest lockdown laws in the world. The people are protesting. Can't go anywhere. And now their Ministry of Health is telling people, if you see your neighbor in the grocery store or wherever out and about, you shouldn't talk to them, even if you both have masks on and have both been vaccinated, because it's dangerous. So Australia is basically trying to destroy social interaction on any level. You can't do anything. And if their Minister of Health or whatever it is just telling everybody, you're just going to get shot after shot after shot after shot. Okay. That's the joy that you get for living in Australia. The funny thing is, one of my bucket list ideas, or my bucket list things I wanted to do in my life, was go to Australia, because one of the continents I've never been on. I wanted to go to Australia. I don't see that ever happening at this point. It's just, guys, all this stuff, can you see it? This is all going to explode. I mean, it's getting worse and worse and worse wherever we are. We're seeing all the protests in France. We're seeing the protests in the UK. We're seeing the protests in Germany. People have had it, okay? And these government officials or government appointees are just trying to tighten the screws on everybody harder and harder and harder. And eventually the people are going to completely snap. All right? And we're this close. I mean, start telling people in Portland that they can't buy a computer, they can't buy gasoline, they can't get a hamburger. Oh my God, that beef is from Texas. Nope, sorry, it's not allowed here. Sorry, McDonald's. You've got to get beef from somewhere else. Whatever it would be. Okay, I wouldn't. Again, this would be, let's create a new government position to make sure that these are not Texas products, right? So bigger government. The people are going to explode. And it's not, like I said on the other video this morning, or yesterday morning, you're starting to see overthrows of governments in some of these smaller countries. It ain't going to take too long until you start seeing some of the bigger ones. And all you got to do is just be careful, guys. Don't get caught up in the violence. We talked about the Proud Boys guy, Tiny, getting shot by an Antifa guy. Keep talking, keep doing what you're doing, but stay safe. Because when this blows up, and it's gonna blow up, okay? I don't want to read anybody's obituary on here. Another day of craziness. Enjoy your Tuesday, guys. Pinball out.